But I was off the step of the quest in question to find out about the life and death of Anne Sexton. So I needed to have my clear mind, get right back on the Anne Sexton journey find. Back down to 78 Auburn Street, where Sexton, Maxine Cuman, they would meet. In 1961, known as the equivalents, $25,000 to write poetry and pay the rent. It was in this building where Anne Sexton had her poetry skills all building. And in this building, a lot of her and talented women changed the 60s in the way that we are living. But I was fucked up in Harvard Square, a million cocksucker Harvard students everywhere. I said, let me get a Harvard Square, and I'm never fucking going back to goodwill hunting there. Then I felt like I needed to be serene, so I got myself down to McLean. That's a McLean hospital where electroshock in the 50s was profitable. Anne Sexton and Sylvia Plath checked in there in the 50s and 60s. You could do the math, but it wasn't a lab because there were straight jackets and raps, and Anne Sexton called it a summer vacation because she was one of the mental patients, even though she just needed help. She had success and wealth. Now, my God, and here I am on the scene talking about more facts at McLean.
So we're here at McLean Hospital in Massachusetts, which was the residence of not only the great English poetry teacher Robert Lowell, who was also a poet, but it also was the home of Sylvia Plath and, of course, Anne Sexton. All three possibly receiving electroshock here. Specifically Sylvia Plath at one point, and it is really creepy. It's just as intimidating as you would imagine it to be. It is almost like the archetypal mental hospital, and I think my friend was right, Cheryl was right. I could easily get committed here if I don't act accordingly. So this is it. This is McLean Hospital. McLean Hospital in Massachusetts, where the great poets Robert Lowell, Sylvia Plath, and Anne Sexton all at one point resided from the late 1950s all the way till 1970. It is quite a place, and I should get out of here because I don't want to get committed. I probably could be committed after today's commute.
Now we are sad at the end of our Anne Sexton ride. This is the gigantic house where in October 1974 Anne Sexton died. Here I am, after talking about Sylvia Plath, to kick some really grim, hardcore Anne Sexton suicide facts.
We finally made it. Last stop of the Anne Sexton Research Express. This is the house in which she died on October 4th, 1974, after having lunch with her best friend, the poetess Maxine Cuman. She died in the garage from asphyxiation after having a martini and putting on her mother's fur coat. So, this has been the tour.